What if I told you that your money has an expiration date? I'm not talking about our bank accounts. I'm talking about our ability to use it the way we dream about. While we can always make more money, we can't make more time. And we definitely can't rewind our bodies back to the age of 35. Most people spend 35 to 40 years saving for a life they may not physically be able to enjoy. Today we're going to talk about the things no one tells you, about retirement, relationships, and why there is so much more to life than money. The first tip we got was that we should protect what actually matters. There is more to life than our 401ks. We need to take time to appreciate our friends, appreciate our families, protect those relationships because our days are finite with them. When work ends, the paycheck stops, but what really hits people is something else. About 70% of our social interaction comes from the workplace, and when that disappears, the silence at first can be deafening. For most people, our work friends are often not our real friends. But if our career defines who we are, retirement doesn't just take our job, it can take our identity. That's why retirement isn't an end. It's just a career change to a self-directed life. We're still active. We're just working on things that don't send us a paycheck. But here's the key. We shouldn't wait until we retire to start figuring out this new life. We want to start building our next chapter at least a couple years before we quit. So let's explore a few ideas about our upcoming freedom now rather than later. For instance, we should try new hobbies, ideally with a good friend. We should find out where we can start volunteering, or like many people do, develop a part-time passion. We should find something that gives us purpose beyond our job titles and gets us moving in the morning, gets us out the door, even if it's a part-time, low-stress job. Tip number 2 was don't delay living. So once we retire, we want to start ASAP. We don't want to ever take our health for granted because quality of life beats net worth every time. So let's maximize our go-go years, knock out our bucket lists early because our money grows over time, but our bodies, oh no, they do not. Again and again, I heard the same thing, that retirees spent too much time saving for their 80s and 90s and not enough time living in their 60s they were afraid to spend. Most people can't hike the Swiss Alps at 80, no matter how big their 401k is. So front load your big, energetic aspirations. Go on that long-awaited adventure. Take that mission trip. Climb that mountain. See the world while your body still can say yes. Tip number 3. Money still matters, but use it wisely. This isn't about being anti-money. Money buys freedom. Freedom buys time, and time buys life. So here's the smart path. Invest as much as possible now. Start yesterday. Automate your savings to avoid temptations to wasteful spending, right up until retirement. And then once we're retired, it's time to evolve. We need to change, to transform from the saver to the spender. We need to lean more into living today, even as we remember to plan for tomorrow. After all, we've waited all our lives for this. It's literally now or never. So let's not give in to fear. Tip number 4, plan your healthcare strategy well ahead of time. This is the one that caught me off guard. If you plan to retire before Medicare kicks in at 65, healthcare is by far the biggest expense in retirement. It's like buying a new car every year, and then if you use it, they expect you to cough up another 10 or even 20 grand. It's absolutely terrible. But in our experience, the need for healthcare can materialize quickly, literally overnight. Tip number 5, the best suggestion I heard on saving and investing: find a reliable, comprehensive financial plan and work it hard. This is the information age, and there are a lot of well-known, well-established financial advisors out there. Whether it's advice from Dave Ramsey or Susie Orman or any of a lot of other reliable experts, make a plan and make it happen. But first, you need to figure out where you want to end up. Where are we going? What is your target? Only you can decide what is the right place for you. So start saving yesterday and then take the time to define what your retirement lifestyle and dreams look like. Additionally, find a solid financial advisor so he can nurture your nest basket. We want it to grow, baby, grow. Tip number 6, know your real number. Retirement calculators will tell you that you need to replace 80% of your pre-retirement income, but that's what you call a scientific wild-ass guess. Everyone's needs and retirement expectations are completely different. The way we gain confidence that we have enough to safely retire is to track our actual spending for a couple years before we retire. Then we will know exactly how much we need in retirement and if our plan can provide it. Tip number 7, build a cash reserve. The reason for this is if the stock market downturns for a season, especially in the early years of our retirement, we have a reserve to draw from instead of selling our investments at a loss. We saw this in 2008, didn't we? So retirement isn't about stopping, it's about shifting. We're not losing our jobs. We have the chance to finally design the lives we've been dreaming about. Let's not compare ourselves to others. Let's not live by someone else's opinion of what success looks like. It's time. Because fulfillment doesn't come from a balance sheet or from comparing ourselves to others. It comes from purpose. At the end of our lives, no one says, I wish I'd spent more time working. I wish I'd spent more time checking my portfolio. What do we say? We say, I wish I'd spent more time with my family. I wish I'd taken that trip. I wish I'd stayed in touch with my friends better. Money is just a tool. Relationships are the reward. So time is an asset we can never replenish. If this message touches you, hit like and subscribe and comment below. What's one thing on your bucket list that you're going to stop delaying? Let's build wealth, but more importantly, let's build a life worth retiring to. We'll see you in the next video.